Ahoy, mateys! And welcome to the Poor Life Decisions for May 29th, Saturday, 2021, featuring me, Doc Holidays, and gfox 117.
Hello. You can just call me gfox.
Wow. What a polite gamer.
Hey, I know him as my brother. As he may have been introduced a second ago. Honestly, I can't remember.
I don't think I mentioned that today. I think it's part of the canon now, though. I think it was brought up last week.
Okay.
Yes.
Older. Just remember those two things and then we'll be okay. Fantastic. I'm the older one. Sorry, yeah. I didn't clarify. Wow. Okay.
We did it.
Dude, Silver Doubloons, I'm Davidge. How are you?
I'm doing great. I had a good week. I've been keeping busy. I've been, doing all my regular shenanigans, plus a few other shenanigans, and just, having a good time with life, having a good time with everything I'm usually doing. Nothing too exciting, but it was a good week.
Yeah.
How about you?
I worked through the week, and then made it to the weekend. Today I went out to eat. I sat by the water and I ate Culver's.
Nice.
And I had my coffee, my second cup of coffee today. And then I came home and fought the urge to sleep. But I didn't want to sleep through this, so I got up off the ground.
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't even make it fully to the ground earlier, but I really wanted to sleep. I got up today at like 10. I wanted to talk about just today, not the rest of my week, because today has been perfect.
Nice.
I didn't go grocery shopping, but I did sit by the water and watch the birds for a really long time.
Mental health is important.
I listened to cool music and took pictures of the Capitol. And it wasn't on fire. That was cool.
Hot dog.
Yeah.
Garrett, how about you? How was your week?
Pretty good. I got my second shot of the vaccine, and then I got more hemp-derived products to get high off of.
Delta 8 and Delta 10?
Yes.
Jesus. Isn't that stuff that guy in Apex uses in his gas traps? Delta 8?
Or is that I don't know.
Okay, I think it's mustard gas, but the point is...
Yeah, probably.
I'm sorry.
What is the point?
Point is...
You were about to elaborate.
What's that?
You were about to elaborate. Go on.
Oh, no. I already forgot what I was talking about. It's been a good day. It's been a great day. I started drinking right before we started recording because, I had a nice relaxing day. And now I get to relax even more, and it feels amazing.
Hell yeah.
Probably shouldn't have started off with vodka, but I like vodka. Which I'm recently finding out. I've purchased an inordinate amount of Sky Blue vodka. And it's quite good in vitamin water.
Keep drinking. Wow. This is content.
Dude, hey, it's been a week.
I could always taste the alcohol, so I always needed something with a lot of flavor.
I just like straight whiskey. People are always asking to put ice in it. I'm going to say no. Violently no. But I'm sorry. You got your second shot. That's what we were talking about. We were talking about you, gfox. I can't see you. I don't know when you're talking.
I'm not comfortable putting myself on the internet.
Why?
You don't have to elaborate if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, personal reasons.
Okay. Sorry, my bad.
It's alright.
I'm just used to seeing you. I don't know. Maybe I'm being an asshole.
No.
Last week you said that people in the complex were expecting you to come hang out with them? That you live in?
Not. Well, I feel like there's an expectation.
Okay. Have they said anything to you, or is this like how I think the government is watching me at all times, sort of? Like...
No, they said things to me. I'll walk out when I'm waiting for my ride, and then one of the neighbors will say, "Hey, so you're still alive, huh?"
Yeah, that's usually what I'm thinking. You show up, and I'm like, "Hey, he's still here."
Yeah, but
which is a good thing, if you ask me.
But they forget I have a back injury, which severely limits my mobility.
Yeah? You got some crutches or something?
I have a walking cane and a back brace.
You got a wheelchair? Those are always fun.
The only wheelchair I had access to was one I knew I wasn't going to be able to keep, so.
Why?
It was ex-stepdad's, and I knew he would make a big fuss over it.
Military guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Husband, presumably number 2?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Not the guy she's stooping now and was stooping when he met Dad in the police academy, right?
As far as I know, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I gotta get my history straight because I keep getting all these different stories from different people.
Well, I only know the stories I've been told.
Yeah. I believe you more than anybody else in this situation.
I know that they met, Dad and him met during, cop training school, whatever. Academy, there we go. And other than that, they were both ex-military, sort of.
Every time I talk to Dad, I hear now he's a reservist, or was?
Yeah, that's what I heard too. I don't
that's
really
more than
know.
I ever did, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to join the Air Force, but yeah, that didn't work out.
Because the back thing.
Yeah.
You know, they got physical therapy for that shit. It does hurt, let me tell you.
Well, certain things need to be fixed before physical therapy is...
What do you need to fix?
I need to have the disc not directly on my fucking nerve.
Yeah. Is your nerve inflamed?
Most likely. It's constantly being rubbed by the completely dry disc.
Dry? Bone dry?
Yeah. Okay, so it herniated, and because it was herniated so long, it actually ruptured.
The nerve?
So, no, the cartilage disc in my back. And because it ruptured...
How did this happen? You were lifting a bag of something at your job?
Yeah, 10 bags of 80-pound rock salt. And I moved 800 pounds of fucking rock salt in less than 5 minutes from onto a cart, then from the cart to his truck. And I just turned wrong while lifting once, and I felt a pop. And it didn't hurt right away, but I had the next 4 days off after that, so I had plenty of time to figure out if it was going to hurt.
Yeah, sounds like something you wake up to.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
You said
And-
you heard it pop?
Yes.
Ugh.
Heard, felt, it's like when a cramp pops, sometimes you don't really hear it, but you feel it, and you kind of can perceive the sound that comes from it. That's what I felt. It's just it felt like a cramp being popped, and it didn't hurt. So I just took note of it and then went about my business. And then a year later, finally got an MRI because doctor ordered it, and it showed that my disc was ruptured. So there was no saving the disc.
Now you walk with a limp.
Yes.
F.
F in chat. F in chat.
Still haven't gotten
Yeah,
any hamburger milkshakes. If any hamburger milkshakers are out there,
Well, we tried. I didn't put hashtag hamburger milkshake, but I did put it in the description. I probably should have done that before I started drinking.
hot dog. What a great day.
Dude, hot dog. You know what song I recently got back into, guys?
What?
Hot Shower by Chance the Rapper. It's got the baby in it. It's also got I can't remember his name, but he's talking about Jeans Dior. I don't know, but it's a good song, you know. Hot dog, hot water, hot dog water. You know that song? I'm always okay. It's just a mean AnimalChin thing. I have invited AnimalChin. I messaged him. He should be getting home. We don't know for sure. Somebody else is working on getting on in here now, but he's having some mic issues with Discord, I guess. Anyways, what was I talking about?
Chance the Rapper.
Oh yeah, that's a good song. Hot Shower. Yeah, I've been getting back into that, like trying to listen to music more again. I don't know. I haven't been doing that. Been in podcast mode for a while. Not this podcast. I mean, I have to still watch these. It's been easier the last week or so. You know, it was very smooth. I didn't have to edit out any R-bobs.
We
But
don't have to do much now, yeah. I think we're getting better at this.
Well, yes, I agree.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Everybody is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys,
We're talking about poor angry decisions, right?
oh shit.
Yes.
All right. Since it was your idea, gfox, why don't you lead us off with a poor angry decision?
All right. Do
Sorry
you
to-
remember?
Yeah.
Hello.
Ahoy, matey.
Gross. What is that?
You're muted.
Yes.
Well, until this horrific creature
Yes.
is unmuted, let's continue with this week's theme of poor angry life decisions. Go,
Okay.
gfox. Whoa.
Do you remember?
Ahoy.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, this is my friend Colin. We met on Xbox Live tunneling services on Xbox One playing Splinter Cell.
It was Xbox Connect.
Xbox
It's not Xbox Live.
Yeah, my bad. It's been a while.
Get
I don't
knowledge
use
dunked.
Xbox Live either. Knowledge, I've been domed. This week on the Poor Life Decisions podcast, my friend SloppHogg, if he wants to, I'll introduce him after this story my brother here is telling about poor angry life decisions. Today,
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No. Thank you for coming.
Do you remember my first airsoft BB gun?
the MP5,
Yes.
yeah, that ran on like 4 AA's.
Yes.
I still have that. It doesn't work.
Good for
I also
you.
have that P90 that doesn't work either.
Also good for you. That was probably just a gearbox issue anyways.
You can have them back.
Eh.
I also have that
I-
other like spring MP5 with all the fucking screw-on silencers and shit like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
but what about the first one? What about the first one?
You shot me with it when I was just on the computer for no reason.
Because I'm an asshole?
Yes.
Yes.
So out of anger, I wanted it back to get
Sure.
even,
Rightfully so.
and you wouldn't give it back.
I wonder
So
why.
yeah, I lifted my hand up like I was gonna hit you, and you took my thumb and yanked it down.
That's what that was about?
Yes.
Dude, that was gonna be my thing too. That's what that was about. I was being a dickhead and then I fucked you up over that.
Yes.
That is my story this week. And I was actually gonna ask you if you were on tonight what that was about. Because I fucking couldn't remember.
I just
Bruh
remember
moment.
getting a lot of sympathy in school.
Well,
Do
yeah.
you still want to write down your notes? Because you did it to my right hand, and I'm right-handed.
Yeah, I grabbed the one that was closest.
Well, I wasn't yet trained at all for fighting, so
I'm glad you didn't fuck me up, and I'm sorry I fucked you up. I broke my ankle later falling off of a semi-trailer. If that's any condolence. You can hit me with your cane a few times. Just not in the ankle, please. Or the lungs.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Hot dog.
Or you can
Well-
shoot me a few hundred times.
But there was something I wanted to say to Colin. Something that kind of
Hey,
shaped my
Garrett.
life.
Oh
Hello.
no. In a good way or bad?
Good.
Oh, okay.
At the time, you just said in sort of like, I hate this moment sort of way. I took it as you didn't like what I did, rather than you didn't like me. So, I took it like that. I forget what I said. I just remember it being. It was supposed to be a joke, and you didn't like it, so you asked why I was such a pariah.
Holy,
Uh,
I don't remember. I apparently was a gigantic asshole when I was in Wisconsin over a decade ago.
I was an asshole when I was in Texas over a decade ago.
Yeah, I don't remember this. I've been told by Dodge a couple things that
Yeah.
his friends remember about me that I don't remember at all.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, I would hate that version of me. I don't remember him at all.
I thought it was funny.
Well, I don't. I feel bad. But Garrett, you're saying it was a positive influence.
well, it was something that started me on my path of acknowledging that I probably am on the autistic spectrum. And I just like to understand things, so it did help me.
Okay. Well, it sounds like I did it in a bad way, but I'm glad. I'm glad that it helped you and it helped you with perception. If it's any consolation, I've also been told I'm not diagnosed, but I've been told I'm probably high functioning to some degree. And the things that I've said before, it definitely sounds like it, because that's not a cool thing to say. There's definitely cooler ways to say that sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
But
From that too.
We should call
Well-
this podcast On the Spectrum.
beautiful.
That's the next show.
Next one. That'll be our comedy podcast.
Hey,
So-
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, by the way.
yes.
Oh
I'm-
yeah, Silver Doubloons. What is that?
That's
What you
me.
like to go by?
Hell yeah, bro. My full name is Silver Doubloons, the famous pirate. But you can just call me
Okay.
Silver. You can call me Silver Doubloons. Sure.
Okay. All right. Okay. I don't have to earn it.
No, absolutely not.
Okay. Cool. Well, nice to meet
Dude.
you, Silver Doubloons.
It's nice to meet you
I
too.
already-
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I already know these two.
Hell
These
yeah, that's
guys
what I was gonna
here?
ask. What is your guys' relationship? I don't even know.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. So, the history I have, it initially started with Davidge, right? And we met through this bootleg Xbox Live circa, what was it, like 2003, 2004,
Yes.
around
Right.
that time.
Pandora
one was
Tomorrow
out.
or Chaos Theory.
Yeah. It was it, I think we started on Pandora Tomorrow. Maybe it was Chaos. I don't know.
I
But-
believe you for those, man. Same maps.
Right.
I played
So-
both of them.
We were both poor. Both poor boys, poor kids who could not afford Xbox Live, so we used this program called XB Connect. And, you know, back in the day, video games worked where they had link cables, right? Like direct LAN, so you could do LAN parties and that sort of thing. So what Xbox Connect did was it used that system, and you could plug it into your computer, and it would reroute that to other people in lobbies,
That's
like
so
chat
cool.
lobbies. It was really cool, actually, for the time. It's pretty novel. So Davidge and I didn't know each other. We both joined this lobby, which is fairly small groups of people. How many people do you think it was, Davidge?
Like 6, 8, maybe at most.
Yeah, it was a
really
handful of
depended on
people.
the game.
Right, absolutely, because there was like Halo 2 lobbies that were bumping, but Splinter Cell was not bumping. It was pretty niche. So Davidge and I met on there through me being the mercenary. I don't know if you've ever played this game, but it's a what's the word, Davidge?
First
Like
person.
an asymmetrical multiplayer game.
I
One
understand.
person's first person mercenary and the other guy's a spy. And one of the cool features of the game is when you're a spy, or a mercenary, you can talk to the other dude, to your opponent, when you have them like in your arms. So
Or pink.
Davidge, yeah, it was terrifying. It was spooky. And Davidge was a spy and I was a mercenary. And he came up behind me and he grabbed me and he just whispered sensually into my ears, "You are a bad rubber piggy." And then he snapped my
God.
neck. It haunted me. And he did that. He did that a few more times, not just that day, but the days afterwards, where I was like, who is this dude? So eventually, like, I started messaging him and we started talking and playing, like making plans to play. And fast forward, years went by, we played more games together, different games together. Eventually, we had enough money to buy Xbox Live and played that together. And then I went to visit him and Garrett up in Wisconsin from Texas. And apparently I was a gigantic asshole. So I was just smiling. I had no idea. I'm like, holy crap, I was awful.
Are you
But
still talking?
I'm guilty of being
Yeah.
a past asshole too. I don't know who many people who aren't, but most people I think are assholes. Still,
I
you
still
know, you know, it's like if you can get out of that phase, good for you, dude. You're beating.
I don't even remember that. I don't even remember that. I feel pretty bad about it. But Garrett, I love you, buddy. I remember you. I miss you. Same with Davidge. And Silver over here seems like gold. Should be gold doubloons.
Nice to
But-
meet
He
you, dude.
hosts a podcast with me. His
Gold
ship.
doubloons was my father.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
So is your son going to be copper?
Yeah, the little shit.
I'd probably give my kids a fucked up name like Davidge.
Yeah, that's a pretty stupid name.
Yeah, everybody'd have to call him Junior, and he'd really like that. And I'd be like, "Your name is David. Say it."
Sean Connery now.
Yeah, you know.
Good.
As one gets older, one gets more Sean Connery-ish. I've heard.
Indiana's a dog's name.
And just be careful, because it can be turned into da bitch.
I would never.
There's also, I remember, other little siblings of your friends couldn't exactly say your name, so they called you garbage as well.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, I've heard a lot of them. You know, da bitch. People always were just like, "Hey, man, it sounds like da bitch." I think the one that really got me is this guy was on the phone at work, and he's just like, "David, your name is David? They should call you like David, or like they should call you Dobby." Yeah, and I was just like, "Yes, sir. I fixed your computer right away, sir. That's a good house." And then they didn't fire me.
Probably because the guy also took it in jest.
Yeah, I didn't say that. I just thought of it later.
Colin, what keeps you busy other than being a triple G gamer? As I can tell.
Oh, it's the headset, isn't it?
Yeah, it did. And the
It has
story
to
so
be.
bad. Yeah.
Well, I started a new / old job a month ago.
Ooh.
Kept me very busy. It's a job. I worked there for 2 years and they laid me off back in September.
Hmm.
And I was unemployed for 6 months and they brought me back like mid-April. Said, "Hey, shit's kind of on fire.
You need to put it
You
out?
need money." Yeah, they're like, we need, do you want money? Because we need help. And I was like, yeah, I have
Nice.
expensive habits like rent. So I've been doing that, and that's been super time consuming because shit really has been on fire. But I'm enjoying that.
Oh, yeah.
Besides that, not a ton. Haven't even been AAA gaming that much recently,
Ooh.
unfortunately. Although my lights in my headset would say otherwise. But no, I just kind of stay busy. And there was a long time where Dobbs and I didn't really talk. There were years we didn't really talk to each other.
I like my solitude.
I do too. Never any hate. It was just like, did his own thing.
Life
I
went
did
separate
mine.
ways.
Exactly.
I went PC, he went PS3. Like, it's
What?
hard out there. Didn't you go PS3 or PS4?
I went PS4. I did not have a PS3. Do
Okay.
not put that shame on me.
I think we had 360 through that, and then you got the PS4, and then I went PC.
Right. And I just recently joined the PC Master Race, and it's still not
Ooh.
Master Race. It's a laptop, as you can tell from my high quality camera.
You look fantastic, by the way.
Thank you. It's like 480p with like Vaseline rubbed on the lens there. It's pretty
Perfect.
bad.
It's very.
Is my mic okay? Because it was
Yeah.
echoing before. It was horrible.
That was me. I fixed it. I had you turned up too much, Dad.
Oh, no. Like, before I even joined in, I had to reinstall my audio drivers and everything. I was like, I'm going to be on this thing, damn it. I will
did
be there.
You sound great.
I did it. Hey, good. Awesome.
Vaseline smooth.
Nice. Well, okay, so what did I come in? I interrupted y'all's stories. What is the theme for this week again? It's mistakes made out of anger? Angry mistakes. Okay.
So, just
Who
real,
hasn't told a story?
just real quick, because mine was going to be the exact same as gfox's, and I just couldn't remember what it was, but apparently I shot him with his own gun because I'm a coward.
That checks out.
An asshole?
Yeah, yes, I'm an asshole. I didn't mean to rip the tendon in your fucking thumb away from your hand. But goddamn, I was trying to fucking hurt you. I remember that, and I heard it, and I was just like, oh, I fucked up.
Yeah. We had to write 500-word essays on airsoft gun's safety. After
Ooh.
that,
Was that a punishment from
did?
your parents?
yes.
That's brilliant. That's some AAA parenting right there.
I don't remember doing that.
Well, you had airsoft guns after that, so you obviously did. I know I turned mine in.
I'm a devious little fuck.
Oh, you had your airsoft gun out in the open.
Doc just like copied the first 500 words from a War and Peace and handed it in or something.
There's a lot of years I drank away, so I don't know. I probably.
I've been told I have a very poor memory of a lot of like early life stuff that I think happened one way, and then I'll tell the story to somebody else who was there, and they'll be like, "No, that wasn't the way that happened." Like everybody has like a different perception of how a lot of stuff happens, and it's like really goes to show how shitty memory is. You know, it's like fucking. It's I should write more stuff down. Is what I'm saying. I got to use my Post-its more.
Yeah. Well, they do say that your memory actually morphs as time goes on because of you're not remembering it exactly the same.
I feel like I'm like remembering the memory of the time when I remembered the memory the time before that. It's like every
that's
time
exactly
it's like playing
what happens.
right, and it's like playing telephone with myself almost. Fucking
Yes.
weird, dude. We need those Neuralinks stat, Elon Musk.
But it's just
Is that an autism thing?
Oh, good. I mean, how could we possibly answer that? Here,
How could we?
We have
How
no
could
we have nobody to represent the other side.
I
a
self-diagnosed
better memory is usually for autism.
Autism equals better memory?
Usually.
Hot damn.
I do drink a lot to forget.
I've done a lot of weed. I had serious depression for 15 years, and I went through Electro Shock Therapy. My memory is
Jeez,
fucked.
What?
Oh hell
Really?
yeah!
You went?
Oh yeah! Did I never tell you guys that?
No!
No.
Did they gay away you or something? What?
No, I volunteered for it.
Okay, why? Okay, wait. Okay, why?
It was for the depression. It had gotten so bad that I was like, I was considering euthanasia, and I had heard about this electroshock therapy treatment that they used to use back in, World War I, World War II, to treat like shock victims. And I talked to my doctor about it, and he said it was like something that they still did, and was something that was a absolutely an option. I was like, I'm willing to try anything, baby. Let's give it a fucking roll. And so I signed up, and we gave it a fucking go, and it was very weird. I remember,
Dude, and you have these fucking hearing aids installed in your head at this point?
yeah. Yeah, so you were looking up how they did it with the electrodes and everything? Yeah, we
have people in the family.
Yeah, no, it was pretty it was an experience. It felt like very intoxicating. Is how I would describe the effect of it. It was like I feel like it was designed to kind of fuck with your memory, which is exactly what it did for me. And I feel like that's why it's probably used with trauma so much. So in my experience, in my case, like, given that that's the result of it, it didn't really help me. My depression wasn't as a result of trauma. It was just a reaction to my
brain chemistry.
It was kind of a brain chemistry. It was also kind of just like my life. Sorry, were you saying something, Doc?
No, I said what the fuck.
Oh, dude, I was when I say I was depressed for 15 years, I mean I was like I was bad, dude. I tried fucking everything.
I get that.
Wild times, Life's great though. Loving every day of it now.
Far out, man. Far fucking out.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother.
Thanks. You're
Don't ever. That's why. Never give up. Never surrender.
Well, I haven't killed myself yet, so at least I've got that going for me.
You're doing
that's
great.
Phase 1, dude.
And I like the Galaxy Quest quote.
That's a good movie. I haven't seen it more than like twice, though. I should rewatch it.
That was a good
Movie
movie.
night.
Rest in peace, Alan Rickman.
Rip. F.
I'm gonna find it and copy the link right now.
That's some pirate shit.
Dude, don't say that word. What was it called?
Galaxy Quest.
That was what it was. Thank you.
That's fine. Whatever.
Movie
Yeah,
night, here we
even-
go.
Fucking Canadians.
Another
Wait,
thing
who's
that led
Canadian?
me to
Silver, are
think
you
that-
Canadian?
Yes.
Hey, welcome from down here.
Hell yeah, brother. Welcome from the Great White North.
Do you have any more room? I'm leaving this place.
Everybody asks me that. Everybody wants to marry me and fucking come up to Canada.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that was an
got-
option.
I've got offers. I've got already a lot of offers. You're gonna have to make a great
I keep
case for
getting
yourself.
offers from the guy.
I show a lot of leg. I'm not too proud for anything.
Oh, dude.
So
I'm
he's
a
talking about his
pleaser.
nipples.
I have really sharp nipples. If you're into that.
That's interesting. I'm sure somebody is, not me, but somebody's willing to pay money for that.
You're missing out. These things could cut crystal.
I don't disbelieve. I just it's not
What
my
type of
game.
crystal?
Wavarsky? Is that one? Am I making that up?
By the way, we're going on an apartment tour right now. If anybody didn't notice, I saw
What's
a
your
few
poor
different.
anger decision, Colin?
I didn't come prepared. I don't know
Well,
if you're aware of
okay.
this, Davich, but it was
I'll-
very last minute.
I'll tell one
um,
first, and I haven't gone either, and so I'll give you some time to. I'll give you some time to think of it.
I want to listen to you too. I don't want to sit here and think about my story like it's a class presentation. I want to hear your story,
We're
and
the
maybe
hosts.
later.
Yeah,
Brandon, please.
we're the hosts. We should go first. We should set the precedent. You know. And okay, so I'm not typically an angry person. I can remember clearly 2 times in life that I've been really angry. One of them's not that interesting. It was a dispute with a girlfriend, and we disagreed about the direction her child was being raised, and that was it was kind of a weird moment. And anyway, that wasn't really all that interesting. The other time I was angry in my life, I found out somebody had stolen from me.
Oh yeah.
And so I used to live with some people who were, we were all shady, but it was a shady time of life. Anyway,
Yeah.
I was kind of the local. I had a lot of, I had dinero, and people like to borrow money from me sometimes, and I would lend them the money, and I had this text file, right, and it was just a text file on my desktop that I kept all of the totals of everything that people owed me. And I also kept regular backups of this file. And anyway, I didn't have great computer security at the time, but luckily somebody wasn't smart enough to look into the backups, and I noticed a discrepancy in some of the money that was owed to me by one of my hostmates. And I thought, was like, that seems a little lower than it was the last time I looked at it. So I compared it with a backup, and sure enough, this hostmate of mine had logged into my computer without me knowing, and altered the contents of this file to make it look like they owed me less money than they actually did, like very subtly. Like it was like they were like definitely, just being very sneaky about it, and it was like pretty scummy. Anyway, I confronted them. I showed them the backup file. And I got. It was one of the only times in my life I ever remember like shouting at somebody. I was probably yelling at the top of my lungs. I woke up like one of my other housemates who like opened a window and was like, "Hey, shut the fuck up out there! I'm trying to get some sleep." And anger wasn't the solution, but it I'm not even sure it was a poor life decision. I think anger was kind of. I mean, I guess the maybe the appropriate thing to feel there is disappointment instead of anger. But I was angry, and I fucking let him have it, and it was it was not clean. It was a very unfun thing to go through, but we did it. We got through it, and we're still friends now today. So it all worked out,
Yeah.
That guy's wanted to come on here before, hasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
But we'll make that happen sometime. We're usually a little late for people in my time zone.
Yeah, we could go sooner sometime if we need to.
Sure, we'll figure it out. Anyway,
but you don't have a poor anger decision you've made.
Well, like I said, those are the 2 times I've been angry in my life, and I don't think. I feel like anger is rarely like the most useful emotion.
Yeah.
There's I probably want to be angry if I'm like fighting for my life and I need adrenaline and I need to beat somebody up who's twice my size or something. That's probably a good time to be really angry. But beyond that, I really I think I don't know. Most of the time, I don't know. I've never been much of an angry person.
I envy that.
Not saying I'm like Zen or anything. I usually just repress that shit as
I couldn't say I'm Zen either, even though I'm trying really hard.
I know.
Our dad was always telling us like horror stories from him and my uncle in high school. Like getting in fist fights in kids' garages and stuff like that. And I was just like, but if you're fist fighting, you can't play N64. And it's just like these people that would get so angry over just like nothing. Like my Uncle Jerry would get in fights in the cafeteria of the high school that I went to. Same one Garrett went to too.
Yes.
A couple of the teachers would ask us, "Oh, how's old Phipps doing?" It's just like he had a stroke. He's real chill now. Like,
I just remember Dad's telling stories about being bullied and when we talk about how cool Stan was.
Yeah. The gym teacher out where we went.
Yeah, he caught our mother, our father, and both of us, and probably our uncles.
Yeah.
But
he knew Mom.
I guess.
I wonder if Mom fucked anybody out at the high school.
That's not something I care to ask.
Me either. I'm just real curious about it. I like to know stats for some reason.
Yeah.
So,
I just remember most of all Dad telling us his gym locker room nickname was N-word lips Phipps.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Different time.
Yeah.
If I remember right, that's not how he said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, we're not black.
Well,
Wait.
he was always saying stuff like, well, here's the thing. Phipps's were either owned or did own. That's what he was always telling me. Like, if you go back into the family tree, it's gross. Makes me not want to spit into a tube.
Yeah. Especially with Uncle Goat Fucker.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, Uncle Ba'ga'aa. Like, disgusting. So
Yeah.
we had this supposed uncle who now inhabits the Phipps family farm. I care not to remember in what state it is, but it's up in the mountains. And
I remember what state.
which one?
Arkansas. I just remember because we called it Aracasac while we were there.
Yeah, that feels about right. You know, Uncle living up there on the property, tax-free, and then we'll beep that out. Going up in church and just being like, I have sinned, brothers and sisters. I have fornicated with a goat.
Because my wife isn't putting out.
You know, when we went up to visit him up there on the Phipps family farm, he had a pet doe, like a deer, living in the trailer with him. It was disgusting. There was shit and piss everywhere.
I went only in for going to the bathroom, and I got the hell out of there as fast as I could.
Cleaner.
Someone should teach that man to masturbate.
And not into the ass of a deer, you know?
Right. I feel like that's unnecessary. I feel like it's a bit excessive. I feel like it's also cruel to the deer.
I love my grandmother.
That's very controversial.
She was marrying into, like, God bless her. Like, she's the reason I'm half white. We did it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Did they have any kids?
Not with the animals.
At night, it was kind of eerily quiet until it went, you know?
Yeah, David and I skipped pretty much all the family reunions we could.
I tried to, yeah. I tried to miss that shit.
Yeah. Whenever there was a trip down south, we were given the option of either going with or staying with our maternal side grandmother. And because that grandpa had a shitload of computer games, we usually chose there.
Were they on floppy disks?
And CDs.
Oh, dude. What a time.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude.
Yeah, we're still rocking NES.
Yeah.
The 90s were the best decade.
Yeah. They were rocking NES while we were still playing N64.
Hell yeah.
Undeniable fact.
You get a lot of lifetime out of those NES games. They were hard as balls.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah.
There is a reason for that, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, go ahead, Garrett.
Since they were usually ported from arcade machines, and you could always just spit in quarters for that. They made it hard for that reason, and then when they ported it over for home release consoles, they made it hard specifically so that you could have a longer time playing it, because those games could be completed very quickly if you knew how.
Yeah, I read also to make more money for like Blockbuster, because you'd have to rent it more than once in order to beat the game.
Devious.
Yeah, they knew how to scam the kids back then. Not like now with the loot boxes. You know, they don't get anybody.
CSGO.skins.
Yeah, good old CS:GO knives worth $300.
All praise Gaben.
All praise given.
Things are worth what we imagine they're worth.
At least
Very
2
true.
hamburgers per purchase.
Never 3.
I'm Gabe Newell, and this is the Left 4 Dead commentary.
Did you catch me say never 3 there? I thought that was pretty clever.
No. What
You
is
said
number
2
3, man?
You said 2 hamburgers, and I said, but never 3.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah,
I
it was
did
pretty
too.
clever. I
But
thought
I
I'd draw
get it.
attention to it because it was so clever. Sorry.
Oh, fucking highbrow humor for me, man. Like, I'm still here thinking about boner farts from. What is it?
Oh, Borderlands.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
I don't know.
classic.
The,
Grade A humor right there.
The Yetis
I
or
don't know.
whatever they're
Boner
called.
farts just got me on a spiritual level.
Yeah, it stuck with me too. It impacted my life.
The frustration that gay hunter, safari hunter felt. He's just like, fuck it, we'll call them boner farts. And then from that point forward, they were boner farts. Like, fine, yeah, that's funny to me.
What were they called before they were bona fides? The Yetis.
Came up with like 5 different names.
No, but what were they like? There was a name that they had.
And boner farts.
I don't even remember. That was such a good game. I never
Tiny
beat Borderlands 3.
We talked about that DLC before, dude. Tiny Tita, like, I'm
That was
just a bad guy. I'm just a terrible person.
That's the one I played. That was a good one.
I believe that. Playing Dungeons and Dragons with you is fun. Silver Doubloon's the famous pirate.
It's funny you say that because you never show up to play.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm real fucking lazy, man.
Dude.
I like staying up late on Fridays and Saturdays drinking.
Dude, do your thing. I'm just saying.
I will.
I mean,
We're there.
you
if
can
you
do
wanna
that while
play.
playing. Yeah, you can do that while playing too.
I would expect you to.
I don't.
That's part of the
Yeah.
job. That's part of the job, Doc.
If you start live streaming the D&D campaign, I'll start showing up.
Dude, I'm gonna pitch it when we start the new. I'm pretty sure the campaign is coming to an end. Actually,
Okay.
they've completed basically everything I ever planned for them to do, and now they're just kind of roaming around doing like weird shit in their cloud castle, and I have no idea how to react to any of it. So I'm thinking we're just gonna kind of wipe the slate clean and start fresh, and I'm gonna pitch it. I'm gonna pitch it when we start that.
Did they murder any frost giants?
They murdered all of them. They genocided the entire family. The species no longer exists, and they own their castle.
Nice.
And Armok wasn't even there.
Armok didn't show up.
Mighty white of him.
Dude.
Did they get to keep the eyeballs, the corpses, or did they take those for the giggles?
The corpses are still rotting outside of the castle, as far as I'm aware. I don't think I mean, these guys were 40-foot tall giants. It'd be hard to move
They
them.
lured them out of the castle?
No, they fought them in the castle. They went up, and they used this magic item they have to take control of one of the giants, and he climbed up the mountain with them in his pocket, like mind controlled him. And then when he got up there, they released him from the spell in front of his father. And then he was just honest and like, oh, well, they mind controlled me, and so they got real angry and tried to kill him. And I did successfully kill Tim's cat, and I almost killed Catherine, but I didn't get her. I was like 5 or 10 damage off.
Win some, you lose every single one of them, dude.
I did kill Catherine the next week though, but then they fucking had a scroll of wish, and they used it to bring her back to life.
Man, fuck that chick.
They could wish for anything, and they wished for Catherine to come back to life.
Whatever. I would do that too. I hope Catherine joins the live stream.
Word on the street is Tim PM'd Armok and told him to use the wish scroll.
I was gonna say they were fucking cheating. I was gonna say they were
Or
fucking
really?
cheating.
Well, that's the word I heard on the street.
That's why I want to live stream this shit. We need a recording.
It's the best game in the universe.
They almost killed a fucking vampire. It was retarded. I felt like a retarded vampire.
We kept
Do you know
forgetting
how
about
that
all your
feels?
abilities.
First time you play fucking D&D, and then you're immortal vampire, and then you have to turn into a cloud of mist and float away as a turtle runs up a tree to try to smack you out of the air. It's just like, we need to be recording this because I'm wasting my time having this not be recorded. It was brilliant, and I hated every second that it wasn't just me like going, I'm a cloud of mist, fuck you, turtle. Like, it was
You should have done it anyways.
gold.
The greatest
And I was
game.
upset, and now I've come to I just figured it out, and now I've said it out loud. I'm sorry it took so long. I'm autistic.
Wow. We did it. What a great
Having
day.
that conversation with Silver Doubloons was a poor life anger decision.
I reckon.
Nah, I don't think I've ever even been mean to you. I've looked at you crossways, but I ain't never been mean to you, Silver Doubloons, a famous pirate.
Not as far as I can recall. Maybe in Rocket League, when the emotions were really fired up, you might have called me like a Snizzle-Bot or something.
Ooh.
I
Heavy
do
words.
Snizzle-Bot a lot on people that I don't like, and I apologize to the Snizzle-Bots.
That is a game that will ignite that flame, though. More than any other game for me, Rocket League will ruin friendships, tear apart families, start wars, end worlds.
Dude.
I don't
And they
know. I
were-
think Monopoly takes the top spot for that one.
I've never played Monopoly.
That's a good way to do it.
Yes.
You know what my favorite part of Monopoly was hearing Mom scream at us until we played it with her, and then when she started losing to one of us, she started screaming again and would like throw the fucking board or whatever. That was my favorite part of Monopoly. Like, fuck
Hell
that.
yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm
It's
sure
more of a
people
fun
have
game.
good times playing it or whatever. They keep remaking it, whatever.
No, you're wrong.
Maybe I'm just jaded for some reason. I liked being the thimble or the dog
I think I was the
or the
thimble too.
race car, baby.
Dog or car for me.
Thimble had a nice
Thimble was always
feel
a good
to
thing.
it. It was like you could like tweak it. It was like a little cheese grater.
I thought you
Felt
said
good.
you
It
didn't
felt-
like hard nipples.
It felt good.
Talking about cheese.
It was like a fidget thing. I liked fidgeting with it.
And you said
That's
sharp
that's a
nipples.
good callback. Oh, that's a good callback.
Comedy.
Wow.
Wow.
We're in the comedy
Accomplished.
section, I heard.
It's not funny enough. We need it to be funnier, is what I kept hearing.
Okay,
And I
everybody
Yeah.
listen up.
Yes.
I'm only gonna say this once.
Okay.
Be
I'm
funnier.
Did I ever
But
tell you that one time I was in that bar and this guy asked me what I want to do with my life, and I was like, I want to make people laugh. I want to be a comedian. And he's like, okay, you know what you need to do then with your life? I'm like, what? And he's like, get funny.
Damn.
It
Dude,
made
well,
me laugh
Here's the thing, like I think the number one thing
from how he meant, but
the thing about getting funnier is like you have to stick your foot in your mouth a lot, and so you just have to like keep trying and keep doing it over and over again, and eventually you figure out what's funny.
being a drunk asshole is not funny. I
No.
hear.
Tends to not be. No.
Reducing your inhibitions is funny, though.
Liquid courage?
It doesn't really affect me like that, though.
How it make you feel?
I basically just get the good feeling of a buzz, and then from there, I just start slurring. I still am able to know what is or isn't a good decision. Like, I remember, well, I was told, because I was blackout drunk, I was still able to tell them I need to get to the toilet because I'm about to puke.
I find screaming vomit over and over again makes everybody get out of my way.
Sufficient, yeah.
Vomit! Vomit! Yes. And then they're not like holding you down like, no, don't move. I got a trash can. I'm like, no, I'll ruin the trash can.
Trash can, I feel like, is replaceable.
As a
Or
poor
washable.
person, no, it is not. Yeah, well, oh, God. I just smelled it.
What, a trash can?
Yeah. It's
What does
usually-
it smell like, Davidge?
A little bit of pizza.
Uh-huh.
Boogers.
Okay. I didn't know you could smell those, but right on.
These should all be going in the compost, by the way.
Yeah, you gotta compost your boogers.
Well, here's how I think about it. I try to recycle as much as I can, but then I try to put as much biomass as I can into my trash so that when it's in the landfill, it molds out and then it kills all humanity. And then the earth will cure
I
it.
don't think you've thought this through.
Not really.
Yeah. There's some stuff.
I just hope life blooms out of it.
It won't.
No,
Life finds a way. I disagree.
It'll
I
be
saw
fuel.
Jurassic
already-
Park.
It'll be fuel for
They
insects.
already
the two
found,
female ends of the seatbelt. They made one functional
Plastic.
seatbelt once you tied them.
Yeah.
They found
Yes.
plastic-eating bacteria under garbage yards.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're going to try and use that to help expedite the decay of our garbage and transfer back into its simplest elements. Now, down in Texas, in Galveston, they have people eating bacteria. So we have all sorts of cool bacteria to take care of the trash of this earth.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also eat bacteria.
God bless them.
Yeah, probiotics. Eat that yogurt.
Dude, hell yeah, brother.
Brave. So brave.
So brave.
And weird connection. Your stomach bacteria
My
has an
tummy?
influence. Yeah, has an influence on your mental brain chemistry.
I read that 2 days ago. Yeah.
My brain chemistry tastes like mint shake.
My cat has an effect on my brain chemistry. So I'm not surprised that my gut does. What's that?
It increases your oxytocin levels, I hear.
Yeah, hugging a cat.
Cuddle
Makes me feel
drug?
good,
Dude,
for sure.
I'm a fucking... you want to talk about stuff I'm addicted to? Oxytocin.
Dude.
From a nice lady?
Touching your wiener, maybe?
No, hey, what?
Oh, hey,
Why
occasionally, yeah.
People. I don't get that. People always are touching me and they're just like, well, now I want to touch your wiener. I'm just like, no, I didn't ask you to touch me in the first place. Touching
Have
wiener.
I ever touched you inappropriately, Doc?
No, not yet.
You tell
You'll
me if
get
I
there.
did, right? You tell me if I did, right?
I might mention it. And if it's aggressive, I apologize. It's a thing that I'm working on.
Fantastic.
Did I ever grope you, Davidge?
Just
A little.
You
That
were a
I
little
remember.
rough with me. You were a little rough with me, but nothing that I wasn't hurt by emotionally.
Well, there's
Yeah,
plenty
there was
of time
your
to change
Taco
that.
Bell fighting.
Oh wait, Taco Bell fighting.
Yeah.
Taco Bell fight.
That actually sounds familiar, but remind me.
You have your arms straight down, and you just kind of like
Oh, yes,
shimmy.
taco meat. Yes, the taco meat.
Yes.
Taco meat. That.
Yes.
Just walk up to them and do that to them.
Like
Yeah,
you're
it's a
swimming
very
little?
effective fighting tactic. Yeah, it's the taco meat.
Fucking A.
Look how
Yeah,
fast it is. Look at that
That's
blur.
necessary. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to taco meat.
Did I ever snatch your nipples? Because
I bet you did. People always do that to me.
yeah, that's a habit that has carried on with me through the years, and it's one that I need to break.
Maybe that's why we didn't talk for a set amount of years.
Sometimes you just gotta get them.
That's what I'm saying. If I
don't
see
know.
them, I'm just like,
Sometimes you just gotta go there and grab yourself a little nip.
This is
Yeah.
the guy.
Potato we gave Colin when he first came up might have had an influence.
I held on to that thing for like 2 months, and it took me a while to realize it was leaking black ooze. I still held on to it for a couple more weeks after that, but it was pretty ripe. I'd never seen any kind of organic matter turn into it's like a black shiny ooze. I don't know how to describe it. Do what?
I'm real sorry about that.
What about the potato?
Yeah, my dad's just like, make sure you give this to Colin. I'm
I
like, "It's a
enjoyed
potato."
that.
He's like, make sure you give this to Colin.
Right, because I was Irish and that was the joke. However, now I've found out that that was a lie because I did spit in a tube, and I've
Nice.
been lied to.
We did it.
I'm Scottish and English, and that's a kitty cat.
Lula.
But I'm like
My
7% Irish, so I was lied to, and that potato was a lie. Now it's sad
Where
memories.
are you mainly, Ginger?
I'm not. I swear to God, I'll take you out back, and I'll be you the
Colin,
host.
don't tell me you're not.
Concerning
I'm
the
not
potato,
ginger.
Concerning the potato, did that happen around the time when coronavirus started by any chance?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say
Oh, this was
that could have been how it started.
Was that,
That
a
was
dad
Middle
joke?
of the aughts.
that was like 12 years before coronavirus. That was
Okay.
a while back.
I'm trying to connect the dots. You know, you can't trust the government.
So what that probably was my dog. He was gross. A vet famously called him the perfect environment for bacteria because he just
Phoenix?
yeah, Phoenix. Here he is. I was hugging him earlier. Here's Phoenix.
Aw.
He's dead
What a
now.
pretty pooch.
Do what?
What a pretty pooch.
Yeah, he's beautiful. He's got nice engraving.
I was gonna say pouch, but it's more of a box.
I mean, he was an old dude, but he had chronic infections everywhere, and I took him to a vet, and the vet, I had spent like $4,000 or $5,000 trying to get these infections under control, and the vet was frustrated and just. The thing is, he's the perfect environment for bacteria, and I just bust out laughing, which the vet did not think was funny.
Your frustration brings joy to me, sir.
His bacteria, no one could figure out what it was. It was like the first of its kind. So I'm positive he was the source of coronavirus. They say it was bats. No, it was my pup.
It's pangolin. It was con bacteria, not pro.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I had to swing.
Shoot your shot, King.
Dad,
Well, too much of anything will kill you. So
here's the hoping.
So I watched y'all's last.
Yeah,
Last-
we talked
last
about you a
podcast.
little bit. I wanted you
You
to
did?
on the Colorado one.
I did not hear anything about me in the last one. The
No?
one that I watched? No, the one that I watched, like y'all talked about all sorts of interesting stuff, but one thing y'all talked about was aliens, the Men in Black.
Fuck this conversation. We going back?
Yeah, I won't delve too much into it. In fact, probably don't want to.
Yeah,
I honestly am more on
That's
Davidge's side.
Oh,
So,
God damn it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wanted to support Davidge. It's like, no, this boy's getting a bad rep.
Hot dog.
Now, I will say this: the Men in Black, the actual Men in Black thing, where it's like the BuzzFeed video and all that, that's horseshit. But
yeah,
the Navy videos that they've been putting out, they have explicitly said like these are unidentified in every way. We do believe they're extraterrestrial. Aliens are real. Get over it.
Some of them look human.
Now, I didn't see any footage of like creatures. It was always like craft.
Yeah. Or like infrared footage of some orb out in the ocean, aggressively moving up and down.
Yeah.
So specifically, the Navy said that you said specifically that somebody said that extraterrestrials are real. Who said that?
It was a bunch of leaked videos that then were officially released. I don't remember the exact name, but I do remember it coming out. It was like beginning of last year, wasn't it? Around the same time as coronavirus.
Yeah.
It was just like so much other shit was happening that like it came up, and I remember everyone being like, "Wow, that's insane!" But that lasted. It was like 2 days worth of excitement about it, and then of course it got brushed under the rug, like most things have, because everything else was happening. As like really like extraterrestrial life, that sort of thing. Now that it's actually being confirmed and the government saying like, yeah, we have evidence of this, it's real.
You ever go up on your roof in Texas, Colin, and look up at the stars and see like fucking just you're seeing shit and you're like, that was a fucking laser beam?
I'd go up there naked and suntan. Is that the same thing?
No.
Okay. Well, I did go up there and stargaze a couple times. No, I didn't see any laser beams. I have not seen anything myself that I was like, hey, that's an alien. I saw the closest thing I saw was definitely like a meteorite. It was incredible. It was here in actually the town I live in now in Colorado, and it was bright blue, lit up the sky, and it lasted about 10 seconds. Actually, I was with Jake, and both of us just got dead silent. We stared at it, and then he's like, "You saw that, right? I'm not crazy." Yeah, but it was that was the closest thing. Also talked about ghosts and whatnot. I'm a skeptic, but I've heard some things. That old house of my parents, there were some things that happened that I had people with me to corroborate the story. And again, I'm a skeptic. I'm a big believer in science more than anything. I'm not religious. So, yeah, I think most of us are to some degree, except for Davidge.
I'm pretty religious.
Yeah, that's what you said. I'm
a cringy atheist.
I'm agnostic. Yeah. So, I've heard things as well, and like my parents' old house, which is it's like 110 years old or something now.
Your dad's office, I didn't like it.
His office, or the library?
Yeah, the one at the front of the place.
That's where Miss Scarlet got killed with the candlestick. Yeah.
Jesus.
That's a Clue. Yeah, that's a Clue reference. No one got murdered. Well, actually, there were.
I like Clue. That's a good game.
Yeah, that was more my game than Monopoly. But the house was built by an old like oil baron back in 1910.
Yeah.
And
this place is huge.
Yeah, it's a big. I'm not gonna get too specific. Davidge has seen it. He visited it. He knows it's a spooky place. But it's very old school, and apparently, like there was indentured servants here, people of color, who were paid very little, usually just room and board, and their living quarters actually still exist in the house. There is a small crawl space in the basement. It's a little hatch door that you can turn a handle, but you have to crawl through it. It's all dirt. And there's a little fireplace where he would sleep next to at night. But he went missing at some point. No one really knows where he went. But of course, no one cared back then because, again, he was a black man in like 1910 in Texas. Yeah, a cab. But I don't know. I've heard things that were absolutely, I thought were footsteps. So much so that I was like, the girl I was dating at the time, she heard him too, and it was 4 a.m, and we're like, okay, no one else is here but us. What the fuck was that? So I went around the house with a gun for about an hour, making sure every window is locked, every door is locked, everything was locked. Nothing, but we were positive it was footsteps, and we heard them several times. Never got an explanation for that. And I think since then, I've been much more open-minded about that sort of stuff. And Davidge's stories were interesting. Has anything else happened to you since last time, Davidge?
Well, last time we discussed
the hallway. Saw the guy today.
Oh, you did? Today?
Was he running, dude? Was he full Sonic mode?
No, today just stood there.
That's worse.
I'm coming to get you, man.
The running is much more aggressive. Like both.
I'm sorry.
I
don't know what to do with this other than make fun of it. I don't know.
I like. He still got me. That's what he's aiming to do. He did it. Like it was just like, oh Jesus, like, like every goddamn time.
A hot dog.
So are you gonna move out of there or what? When's your lease up?
This is home.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Great. Are you splitting rent with this guy? Needs to be paying his rent.
You know, he's like a fucking ghost every time rent comes up.
Oh.
Have you considered like getting some sage and burning it in the hallway, or any like performing some sort of ritual exorcism, or?
It is mine. I own my place. He doesn't come in. I appreciate.
Yeah, but he's kind of. I think if he's like sprinting at you to try and scare you in the hallway, he's just kind of a dick. Like at that point, you can.
Well,
you can.
I kind of was an asshole in the hallway, so he gets a game on that.
Dude.
Like I'm fine with that. I apologize every time. I'm just like, sorry, dude. After he scares the shit out of me, my heart stops for a second. You know, I'm like, sorry. Like,
dude, the next time he runs at you, you should hold your foot out like you're gonna trip him and see if he falls for it.
No.
Or you could do
this is not a person who's gonna trip.
Get down, Mr. President.
Just stare at him.
The whole reason you stopped doing that to me is because I sort of went into the fetal position, crouching, and you flipped over my back. You never did it again after that.
I remember a kid making fun of you at the bus stop, and I tried to do that, and I flew over his back.
I don't remember that.
Was there any suplexing or choke slamming involved?
That was in
No, but I did almost body slam a kid that was a grade older than me. You were there for that, Davidge.
What was his first name?
Cody?
I
don't remember.
Yeah,
I remember I called him or her on accident one time.
Huh?
I saw him walking with his sister, and I said, "Oh, look, it's him with her sister." I messed up the pronoun. So I accidentally called him or her. I didn't actually say him. I said his name.
And then you locked eyes, and like Pokemon trainers, you had to fight.
No.
Woo is on first, Garrett. Woo.
It's a good reference. It's a classic.
Woo?
Yeah, me either. Like I'm drawing a blank here, dude.
Who's Woo?
Oh my god. Perfect.
No, who's on second, Silver? Who's on second? Woo is on first. Woo.
Who's Woo?
Okay,
It is
so
supposed to be who's on first.
moving on. The point is,
We'll get that one in post.
oh, fuck! No, I don't.
It's a classic joke.
I don't remember you messing up the pronouns. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
I don't remember this.
And
I don't remember this.
I'm explaining your who's on first reference.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But so what happened with the pronouns thing? You choke slammed this transgender
That's what I heard.
No, he wasn't. Well,
It's
I don't know.
Sent to jail
if
for
he-
decades.
No, he was just being an asshole, and he wasn't transgender. Or if he is, he
Thank
wasn't at the
God.
time. He was just a bully, and
A hate crime.
he came
Okay.
up to us.
I'm
It
catching up.
was Davidge, his friend, and me, and we were at the elementary school park.
Which friend was it? Which friend
Mason.
was it? Okay. So this okay.
And the bully, he was a grade under you, a grade above me, and he, for some reason, started a fight. And the bully.
Oh.
Did somebody ring a big bell to let you know there was a fight going on? Ding ding. Is that
it was after school, so no one was around, so it was just 4 kids on a school ground.
You gotta fight. You gotta fight to the death. Only one can survive.
Well, Mason got at him to get him away from us, and he wouldn't. Then he started going after you, and then I got in, and I picked him up horizontally, and I was about to throw him down, and I forget what happened, but I almost body slammed him.
God. Giving them the business.
Yeah, something's ringing a bell here. I think I remember looking at you fucking it looked like you fucking decked him. Like, I was just like, God damn.
How much XP did you get? Did you level up at that one encounter?
At least 3. It looked like a full 3 XP.
Hot dog.
Yeah. He was always reading. That's where he got most of his XP.
I was always told to read. I wasn't always reading.
Yeah, they kept telling me to read too.
It's like a wizard's backstory.
Yeah, I fucking hated it. Never did it.
For me, it was about the texture of the paper. At random times, it would just, like, make me cringe. It just felt so disgusting to me. It's just, ew, I don't want to touch it anymore.
One time I picked up a used Bible, and it started to burn my hand.
I think that's eczema.
Yeah, no, I put it back in the thing.
Colin said that's eczema.
I went to a church today.
Did you burn it down?
I got my vaccine there.
Oh.
Huh.
Nice.
Fitting.
They were very
I
nice.
don't really feel the Christians.
Everybody told me to have a nice day and happy vaccination day, and it was like, it was a pleasant.
Hey, what brand did you get?
Pfizer.
Hot dog.
Good one.
I got Moderna.
That's a good one too.
I get my second shot on September 11th.
Oh,
Rip.
too soon.
Well, he's
Yeah.
Canadian, so.
Well,
We mourn with you.
Yeah, I know. It was an international thing because it was the World Trade Center, and they were partly international flights, weren't they?
Lots of Jews.
all right. Well, this is gonna be it for me. Y'all have a nice day.
All right.
Thank you for joining us.
I'm joking. I'm not gonna leave unless you want me to.
Jews.
Yeah,
I understand
There's
when
men from all over the world. I shouldn't just make fun of Israel. We had a guest on a few weeks ago who said end Israeli apartheid, so I thought I'd
And our grandpa that I was talking about is a Canadian Jew.
Yeah, he's a convert, I hear.
Yes. And he also was in the American Air Force.
Was he?
Yeah.
Hot dog.
It's like a real mensch.
You know?
And you're lucky in some ways. Grandma sat me down one year and she had to tell me her fucking life story.
Well, now you can share it with us.
I
I opted out of that.
wasn't given the option. She specifically told me to sit my ass down.
Yeah, this is why me and her didn't get along very well.
We didn't get along very well either.
Did you write it down?
You like
or did you
that?
listen?
I listened. At that time, I was on Metadate, which is, microdosing meth. So I was able to space out some.
Jesus. Okay, fine. How are your teeth?
Okay, so when I'm high,
Sure. On meth or on
I-
Delta 8 or Delta 10?
both.
What? Are you still
My
dropping
mind works faster.
too?
What?
Well, yeah. I'm sorry, what?
I'm no longer on the microdosing of meth. Okay.
Here. You did it.
Yeah.
You beat the
So,
monkey off with the stick successfully.
but with that and with this Delta 8 and Delta 10, my mind works kind of fast, so I can kind of split things in half. Have one part of the brain working on
Like atoms?
one thing, and
I just said like atoms because I'm an asshole. Because you said you can split stuff in your mind.
oh, okay. I thought you were saying like a person, so okay. Because Adams, like the Adams family.
Some sort of
I shouldn't have said anything.
I get it now.
Fantastic.
It's just I didn't at the time. But so like I can be sort of listening and listen for cues that I'm supposed to respond to.
Yes.
And still be sort of spacing out.
Yeah, it's my favorite way to be.
Yeah. But I was doing that for most of when Grandma was telling me her life story.
What was the most interesting thing she said? Because the most interesting thing I've heard involved the mafia.
Yeah. She told me that even though she broke up with whoever she was married to in the mafia, they still offered her one free hit. Which, at the time, she told me she did not take up on the offer.
Is it still valid?
That depends if the mafia still has any power.
We do.
Like a person.
Damn.
Well,
like a person I don't want to associate with.
She was saying it was like the mafia in Kansas City, Missouri. So I don't know.
She used to take us
about them. Yeah. Well, it was where our uncle and aunt lived. With cousin Brett Teta.
Was he a famous rapper?
No.
Did he have a gun that went brat?
No. When he was younger, he called me Garrett Teta.
Oh, because you had two T's at the end?
Yes.
Oh,
So he was Brett Tata.
nice.
And then what?
Well, I remember visiting that uncle one time, and he saved me from drowning.
What about the mafia stuff? Was it just that? Was it just that?
Yeah, pretty much just that. Like,
There you have.
that was the gist of what I listened to for that part.
Jeez. Okay. It sounds excruciating.
Yes.
You couldn't exactly base Godfather 4 off of it.
No. You couldn't really base any Godfather off of it.
I agree.
Thank God for that.
Because she also didn't go into detail about what other stuff. She just told me she was married to a guy in the mafia. When they split, she was offered a free hit. That's all she told me.
That's weird. I mean, like, okay, so let me get this straight. So he was a member of the mafia, and she divorced him. They got divorced, and they're like, "Hey,
She
tell
didn't
you
go
what,
into the
just
details.
in
For
case she ever wants
all I
anybody,
know.
I find that with everybody on mom's
But-
side of the family is they don't go into the details.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, we'll kill somebody for you. It's not a big deal. Just let us know.
For all
That's
you
it.
know, he was the black sheep of the family, and they were glad to be rid of him somehow.
Fucking A.
And that's our grandma.
Yeah.
What a
Well,
family.
that was our grandma, I should say. She overdosed on some meds, and she's pretty crazy now.
That's what that was?
Yeah.
Rip.
She went brain dead for a few days.
No, she didn't. Not for a few days. There's no way.
Well, with what I saw, and
Did she go into a coma?
yeah.
Okay. I believe that.
I mean, it was coma first, then brain death.
For 3 days. They take you off after like 15 minutes of being brain dead because you effectively...
No. It's up to whoever is the advocate for the patient.
Horrifying.
Remember, she's still married to Grandpa, who's part of...
So she's
goes
a
to
zombie.
the VA. No.
Has she
She
bitten?
regained some function
Okay. Of her jaw?
of her mind.
Oh. Do they still make her do, like... Does she collect hearts at Walmart? Or, like...
She collects things. When she was in the coma, Mom and Mike and Uncle Josh were cleaning out her house. She would go to Goodwill multiple times a day.
Sure.
And spend like a couple hundred a trip and throw just wads of cash in the bag with whatever she bought and then drop it off at the house and go back again.
Were they running drugs?
No.
Are you sure? They were throwing cash into bags? What?
Grandma was. Grandpa wasn't. Grandpa lives on an allowance.
This is why I don't talk to these people. This is already too complicated for me to want to begin to understand. He's on an allowance.
Yeah.
Last I heard, he was bedridden. What does he spend his allowance on? Lunch? Like...
Whatever you can. I don't know. It's
Fuck.
Grandpa.
Well, yeah. I hope he's okay.
I love him. He was my favorite grandpa growing up. But
That's... Yeah.
with because Grandma was a hoarder, that's why he was bedridden. Because he couldn't move anywhere else other than the bedroom.
The fact that we're still alive baffles me. I don't like that we weren't kidnapped and raped repeatedly. Like, just like, I don't get it. I was listening. I went through like a 4-year span of last podcast on the left, and I kept hearing about all these serial killers, and I was just like, wow, we were one abduction away from being raped into, like, you know how serial killers have like wards that go out and collect other wards? We were very close to being that. Like, it's kind of terrifying.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah. But that's kind of with everyone.
I don't know. I feel in the minority on that one. Anytime I talk to other people, they're just like, wow, that's really fucked up, bro.
I've never been asked to
talk to somebody.
Well,
do that.
I think they knew we were part of a crazy family.
I'm sure it was fun.
Yeah. But, what was I talking about?
That's the theme of the podcast. What was I talking about? I don't know. I go off on these tangents.
Yeah, same.
Maybe we've said it all. Have we said it all?
Colin, you haven't even said a poor anger decision.
I'm sort of like Silver Doubloons here, where I don't feel like I get angry too often. At least not anymore. I was more of an angry kid.
Well,
which apparently I blacked a lot of that out. That's all away in the vault because I said some mean shit I don't remember. But the closest thing I have, and it really isn't the theme, because I wasn't angry, and it wasn't a choice I made while I was angry, but it was is more about a friend. Let's call him Tommy. Tommy had anger issues, and he would punch holes in walls. He would get in fist fights with his dad. I guess he hit his mom. Like,
Jesus,
not that.
Yeah, he had real anger issues. I think we were like 17 at the time, but he wanted to get help. He wanted help, which is good. He understood he had a problem. He wanted to fix it. He didn't really know the first thing, and this member of his family had said that, hey, I know this place. It's some anger management. You should go there. They're really good. He's like, okay. And he came to me and he said, hey, I don't want to go alone. I'm scared. I don't know what this is going to be like. Would you go with me? I said, sure. I'll go with you. Why not? I figured it was going to be like going to this therapist's office, sitting in the lobby, like, oh.
Hi, AnimalChin.
Hey,
howdy.
Welcome to the podcast, AnimalChin.
Oh yeah, I was summoned to a boner fest, I think. Is this the
Wow,
boner?
he worked on that on the way home, by the way. You can tell in the way he's telling it. He worked on that on the way home.
I worked out in the last like 30 seconds because I fucking got summoned to a boner fest. I think this is it.
We're in the middle of Colin's story. His
poor angry decision.
Yeah, it is a boner fest, though. Yeah. Just rife with boners. So
I knew it.
Please, Colin, continue.
Okay.
I want to hear.
So I go with him to this thing, thinking it's going to be a therapist's office. It was not. It was a church.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was a small church. Yeah, it was a switcheroo. And I was like, wait a minute, why is a therapist running out of a church? Well,
not.
They weren't. No, no. We get there, and And it turns out it's group therapy. We were thinking it was going to be one-on-one therapy. Not the case. It was like AA, but for angry people. So
That makes me angry.
yeah, we kind of felt deceived. But they're like, okay, well, come on, Tommy, let's go in the back and let's join the group. And he looks at me, he's like, hey, can you come with me? Like, I don't want to do this alone. I was like, okay, so I get up. And he's like, no, this is for people who are here for anger issues. And he looked at me, my friend looked at me, he's like, I was like, oh no, I have anger issues. I'm here for help too. So I wanted to go I wanted to go in there with him and support him. I did not know what I was signing myself up for. So we go in there and sit down. There's probably 10 people in there. What I noticed is a couple of them are in prison jumpsuits.
Nice.
Yeah. And I get seated right next to one. This dude is scary. He's scarred up in the face. He's huge. He has handcuffs on. It was a little frightening. So I get to sit down next to them, and then they do the whole thing like, all right, let's go around the room. There's some new faces here. Let's all just introduce ourselves. So you say your name, and then they wanted you to explain more or less what we're doing here today is like, what angry action made you realize you fucked up and you need help? I didn't really have one. And I just started, I was just like, oh shit. I was like 5 in, I was like the 5th one to go. And I'm just like listening to their stories, trying to think of something. And they get to me and I'm panicking. I'm like, okay, all right, Colin, what is your story?
Fortnite.
Why are you here, Penny? Fortnite didn't exist at the time, damn it. That's my problem now, not then. So I, off the top of my head, came up with a story about how I went to a family reunion and my sister had taken the last of the potato salad. And I,
Great.
yeah, I then proceeded to beat the living shit out of her in front of the family.
Oh, okay.
And like tried to pry the potato salad out of her mouth.
Wow.
That's brave.
And the guy was obviously shocked. He was just like, wow, you really need to be here. I was like, yeah, yes, I do. I have a problem.
I've never seen someone this fucked up.
Well, the dude before me in the jumpsuit is like, I'm court appointed to be here. I killed 2 men. It's just like, okay. So I didn't think like the potato salad incident would be on his radar, but apparently it hit a note with him, and like
it is a bit of an overreaction.
He's like, yeah, that motherfucker knows.
This boy likes his potato salad. He knows what's good.
Too. That bitch got the cushion.
She had it coming. Yeah, so of course the therapy session was a sham. It wasn't an actual therapist, it was a preacher who
Don't hit ladies. Sorry.
Do what?
Don't hit ladies. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's not good.
I was speaking in hyperbole.
Yeah.
But
I
I've
think
done
the
the
consensus
research
for most people is that that's a bad thing to do.
Yeah.
It's less than ideal.
I'm a pacifist now.
Yeah, or like pacifist, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so don't shake your head at me. Okay.
I mean, I'm shaking.
I'm looking at Davidge. Okay. All right. Anyway, so it was more or less a scam to like, all right, well, the only way out of this is Jesus, and
Sure.
I was agnostic at the time. My buddy was. He wasn't an atheist. I think he was a Satanist.
Satanists are cool people. Satanists are cool people.
That's like he was not a cool person, but I have met other Satanists who were cool.
Is this Yayo?
This is not Yayo. No.
Okay.
This is not writing lines. This is a different guy. We're talking about another friend of mine. That
Have I met this guy?
I don't think so.
Okay.
He is a large Hispanic man.
We may have played airsoft in your yard with him once.
Oh yeah,
Run
I
into
think
a branch.
you did meet him then.
Yeah,
That was him.
That was.
Yeah,
you hate to see that.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry.
But yeah, we were both like, hey, so like we don't believe in God. What do we do? And he's like, there's no other way. So you don't believe in God, you don't find Jesus, you're done.
And then he cocked the rifle.
You rack the shotgun. Power of Christ compels you. No, he that was kind of the end of it. And everyone else is looking at us like, come on, dickholes, like believe in God. That's all. Shit. We're like, okay, this sucks.
But Jesus as your Lord and Savior now.
But at the end, we had to like write down our information on a card at the beginning, by the way, including our name. Yeah,
not
this
at
is
all.
before. Yeah, well, I was also 17 and dumb, and I wanted to help my bud. I didn't want to get kicked out. Do what?
Did you put your real information on there?
Yeah.
No.
I know. Again, 17. I didn't know if he was going to go around and was like, all right, let me make sure this is your actual number. You better pick up, you son of a bitch. I'm just kidding. I did put down my real information, and at the end of it, it was like a movie where in a high school, like I'm like, hold on, don't leave class yet. Let's talk. He pulled me out of the group, including like murders and shit. He pulled me out. He's like, I feel like you need extra attention. I was like, no.
Oh shit.
He's like, you're going to be here next week, right? I was like, maybe. He's like, I think that more than anyone else here, you need my help. Like, yeah.
He does not have his priorities right.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like...
No way. No. Yeah, he does. He's fine. The other guys are in prison and they have to come to the meeting. Colin doesn't. He's probably the one that needs it the most.
Mate, not really. You didn't know that, but my buddy he told a story about like hitting his mom and his dad and like punching holes in walls. Like his stories are real, and he's like, yeah, whatever. That guy doesn't need my help as much. The guy who pried potato salad out of his sister's mouth at a family reunion, that guy needs help.
I've met her. She's got a lot of cottage cheese already.
What does that mean?
It's something he said. His words, not mine.
You better censor this out, you son of a bitch. Anyway, this is going on the internet. So, yeah, he texted and called me a couple times after that, which of course I never answered. But it was unnerving. Yeah, I didn't know the number. I didn't save his number, but he'd leave voicemails. He's like, "Hey, this is Reverend, and I just want to check in on you. You can talk to me anytime. You can come into the church and meet me in the office." It's like, I don't know if this guy's trying to help me or molest me or what, but he was very, very insistent on helping me. And yeah, that's the closest thing I have that I can think of. The only thing that I was like actually angry is someone stole the stereo out of my car, so I hid in the back seat with a knife and parked it in a bad neighborhood.
That's horrifying.
So yeah, I did. I sat out there. It was like Halloween night. And yeah, one of my friends, she sent her boyfriend over, and he was like in juggalo makeup. And he tried, she told him to try and break into the car. And I'm sitting back there, just like the knife looking insane. And I thought I was well hidden, but he looked in and he saw me and he went, "Oh shit!" And he backed away from the car. He's like, "It's a joke! It's a joke! It's just a prank!" So I didn't stab anyone.
Were you ready to stab someone? Could have you stabbed somebody that night?
I was yeah, in my mind I was, until I thought I actually had to, but it was too late. I'm super glad it was a prank, because if it wasn't, I probably would be in jail for stabbing a man, because I was just like, well, it's too fucking late now, and I was ready to go.
I would join you on the streets.
Yeah, I've mellowed out a lot since then. I'm way less angry, and since then I've also lost another 5 radios from that same car.
No way.
Yeah, it's a Jeep Wrangler, so it's super easy to cut into. You can take a butter knife and just cut the top open. So
That's
Dude.
efficient.
Yeah.
Didn't you
But I
say
think-
keep it unlocked for this exact reason?
Yeah, yes. I keep it unlocked because I'm like, if you want something, just take it. It's gonna be cheaper than it is to replace a top. Those tops are $1,000. I have bought way too many of those damn things. They're gonna bankrupt me. Just steal the shit. One dude just stole my favorite spoon out of there, which was honestly one of the angriest times I've been at something being stolen. I had a lucky spoon.
Yeah,
He took it out, I'm sure, to do like heroin or something. I don't know.
Dude, I keep my lucky spoon in my car, but it has a fucking working roof, so it never gets stolen.
Man, I envy you.
Yeah, get
Fucking
ready.
You get a working roof so your spoon isn't stolen?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
can't
dude.
break into his roof with like a butter knife, like you can in my car.
I apologize to the spoon community.
You should.
I do.
Vaccine
I
update.
Yes.
Vaccine update. My arm really hurts.
Okay.
Wait, oh, you got fucking COVID vaccine?
Yeah, I got the Pfizer today.
Well, how'd you get that? Isn't Canada short on those?
Apparently not.
I've presented you with the evidence. You
What
draw your own
evidence?
conclusion. But
My arm
I'm
hurts?
vaccinated. I'm 30. I'm 30. I don't know. We're vaccinating 30-year-olds now.
Weird. Okay, well, anyways, good luck.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I still don't understand what you said, but we can move on.
I don't.
We can move on. It's fine.
Yeah, let's just.
Just move on. Fine.
Fuck. Fucking. Okay, yeah. Hey, AnimalChin, welcome.
What up?
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, dude, I got, baited into getting into this boner fest.
It's a boner fest with him always. So, did you ever have a decision you made? Hey, maybe I've talked about this before. Here's a poor decision I made in anger once. Me and AnimalChin were in middle school together, and he was talking some mad shit, and I was just like,
Wasn't talking any mad shit, by the way.
so barman told me to punch you in the stomach. I gotta beep that out for no reason.
Yeah, that guy was an asshole.
Well, yeah, but I punched you in the stomach because I don't know why. It was a poor decision I made in anger, and I apologized in the past. I continue to apologize for it. I apologize again now.
Wow, we did it. We've all grown up, and
And now that
apologizing
Animal
to each
Chin's
other.
here,
Uh-huh.
do you have any petty grievances this week?
This one time when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got punched in the stomach for no reason.
For no reason, he says. I did it for no reason.
Yeah,
It was unprovoked.
it was really like,
It was unprovoked. I shouldn't have done it. It was the death of
I would say
democracy.
I would call it unreasonable, to be honest.
I would too.
Years later, we went drinking downtown Madison, and he put me in a headlock.
Yeah, because you fucking were running away like a drunk retard.
Also, he pulled me across the floor in his apartment while I was laying on on my fucking sleeping bag, and then he tapped my ass and said, "That was just a really nice ass."
This is something I can't confirm.
Do you have any petty grievances? I'm sorry, I was being an asshole.
Petty grievances. Petty grievances. Petty grievances. What do I hate? Oh. My tub. Okay. You know this? You know the thing? The thing that you take the shower in? The shower?
Yeah,
No, the shower.
shower, tub,
I call it a
no
tub.
idea.
waste receptacle.
Well, okay. Well, anyways, I'm like growing my hair out to look like Wayne Gretzky for Halloween in 2021.
Dude, he came over to my place the other day for like 5 seconds just to say hi, and I didn't recognize him because he had this fucking mullet. And I was just like, who the fuck is this guy walking at me with a mullet?
Oh, dude.
Like, oh, that's AnimalChin.
Can I make a suggestion for your Halloween costume, AnimalChin?
Uh-huh.
Get somebody to play your wife and reenact that famous GIF of Wayne Gretzky where his wife won't kiss him.
There's a famous GIF of Wayne Gretzky where his wife won't kiss him?
Yeah. I'll find it and I'll stream it. Wayne, the wife kiss. GIF. Here it is. It's loading. How do I just...
Is your petty grievance that you have a mullet?
No, so like I'm growing my hair out because of coronavirus.
In protest of it?
Yes, in protest of coronavirus.
You gotta watch this stream now.
Yeah, me too. Hold on.
That's Wayne Gretzky not getting kissed by his wife. She looks at him, she fucking shoulders him, and he fucking laughs.
Oh, and she shakes her head. Ow.
Okay, hello everybody. I'm recording again. Thank you for. There's a cut in the video probably where the technical difficulties happen.
Probably.
There's definitely a cut. And it's awkward, and then here we are. But anyway, I was showing that Wayne Gretzky GIF, and then my fucking computer imploded. I had to restart, and so now we're back.
Your computer. You are like the Wayne Gretzky in your GIF, where you don't get any love from your computer.
Good point, AnimalChin.
Do you also put your wiener inside your computer?
Yes.
I don't know.
I would always just open the disk drive and then stick my wiener up into that hole, and then just open and close the disk drive.
Did you guys ever download that virus from Pepsi that was like free cup holder, and you would open it and it would like open up your CD drive?
I do know what you're talking about. Yeah,
that was a real thing.
Yeah.
No, but that sounds funny.
Yeah, Pepsi's legit. They know what's up. Don't shake your head at me,
dude. You wouldn't download a cup holder, would you?
You did. If you
go to jail,
you had an email account in the 90s.
I did not.
Well, you didn't hear the joke.
I still have Hotmail. Please don't dox me.
My shitter account for all my shitter accounts is my old Hotmail account.
Dude, mine fucking...
So is mine. I use it for work.
Mine was a Yahoo account that got stolen by somebody.
I still use Yahoo. I'm sorry.
Dude, my Yahoo account...
My Yahoo.
How about this will be my petty grievance? My fucking Reddit account was... My like 10 or 12-year-old Reddit account was tied to my Yahoo email. And somebody stole my Yahoo email like years ago, so I no longer have control over it. And I didn't realize that. And then Reddit had a breach, some sort of breach a couple of years ago. And they're like, you need to make a new password. Just sign into your Yahoo account and log in. We've sent a code to your Yahoo account. But I'm like, I don't have a control over that fucking email anymore.
You idiot.
And then, like, I tried to get it fucking changed somehow. I don't know. I tried as hard as, a 10-year-old Reddit account is worth, and then I gave up. Couldn't do it.
You are the brain. You are the brain from Pinky and the Brain.
Couldn't
what
do
are
it.
we gonna do tonight, Brain?
Talk straight accents.
Email account.
I just got NFC cards so that I could clone amiibos and use them on my
Jesus
Switch.
Christ. That's too much power.
Is
Nobody
that
should be
one of
nobody
those?
should be able to clone amiibos.
Amoebas?
Is that one of
Amiibos. Like
NFTs, the non-fungible tangents, or
near field
Amiibo?
communication. It's the Nintendo.
What's
figurines
Amiibo with
that-
you?
What does this story have to do with anything?
Just a tangent.
Dude, this isn't a fucking tangent. This is like, I don't know, the other side of the globe.
Amoeba me.
Dude, you've made a poll.
I will
We were,
vote.
we were at the North Pole, but you've taken us to the South Pole.
Yeah, it's slowing down to a near stop.
Good thing we came back.
Yeah.
I'm glad we did. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm not live streaming. It was too much work. I'm just recording it.
Ah, Jesus.
Dude,
All of those
come on.
followers, man.
Dude,
We don't have any followers. Nobody watches
Or
this
viewers.
shit.
I
Nobody
follow
watches
this.
podcast.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
deeply upset when I try and watch this later and it's cut off.
Well, you
Dude,
know,
it'll be on the VOD. It'll be on the VOD.
yeah.
It better be. I swear, I will leave
Those are social-
maybe a dislike. I won't even like it. That's how angry I'll be.
Good.
I can't bring dishonor upon Canada, so I will. Don't worry.
Okay. Thank you. That's all I ask.
I would never besmirch Canada's good name either. I wore my Canada flag upright today.
That's nice of you.
I wear the
Well,
American
you know what
flag
they
upside down.
say if you're an American traveling, pretend to be a Canadian.
Yeah. I feel pretty bad for Canada, honestly. I'm sorry. I'm sure
Why
it's
would
been
I
said
pretend to be
before.
Canadian?
For your
Because
safety.
everyone's a lot of places, if you're American, they're gonna try and pickpocket you.
That's when you pull out your gat, dude.
Dude, yeah, because
I'm an American.
Yeah, I'm American. Look at my gun, you fucking idiot.
Can't really travel carrying a gun.
That's the joke, you fucking idiot.
And that's why you pretend to be a Canadian.
Yeah, so don't get memed on like I just did to you.
What the fuck? All right.
Is it time to wrap it up?
Hey, I'm having a good time.
I am
We're
too.
not live anymore. Hey, Lula. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I
I'm
can get us
sorry.
live. I can get us live.
fine.
not gonna be a
It's
pain in
fine.
the ass. Okay.
It's fine.
It's fine. We're recording it for the VOD.
Fantastic. We did it. So
We did it.
We did it.
wow. Did we say everything we wanted to say? Or does anyone have anything they want to say? Speak now. Or
Dude, this is a
don't.
wedding. You.
Colin,
Thank you for having me on the podcast.
thanks for
Thank you for coming.
entertaining us.
Long time listener, first time caller.
What's next week's topic?
Oh, that's a good point. What are y'all
Are
going to
you-
talk about next week?
We
Yeah,
usually
it
ask the
hasn't been
guests.
for life decision.
We usually ask the guest what the next topic should be. Do you have any ideas?
Am I the only guest here?
AnimalChin's kind of like a mole.
He's a recurring
Oh.
character.
Okay,
I
I
have
get
my
it.
own segment. It's fucking petty grievances.
Let's see. I don't even know every life decision. It has to be a
Poor
poor
one.
life decision too.
We did sports. We did dating. We did
Okay,
poor
those are good
impulse
ones.
buys. Talked about a fuck doll I bought.
We
What
talked
about-
Yeah, go.
What about job poor
I think
life
we did
decisions?
that, didn't
Y'all
we?
did that?
Poor decisions that made it work, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
If you can find an entertaining spin on that, I'm game.
I kind of already said mine.
Wait, well, I missed that.
Not really. My back injury.
I
getting
thought.
it checked
Sorry,
out right away.
I thought you meant you. You already gave your topic for the next week. Sorry, I was lost in a different. I was in a different conversation. My head.
I'm just really high.
How'd you know?
I'm a detective.
Detective of wienerology.
Or like weed-erology.
Got
Are
him.
you puffing tonight? You big
No,
puffin'?
no, I'm not a bird from the Antarctic.
I would never.
Like the bird, the puffin. I get it. I get the joke.
Those
Hell
come
yeah.
in penguin, I hear.
Okay, we're gonna fucking wrap this up.
Oh yeah, we're still
Okay.
recording.
What about
Okay.
what about under the influence? Have y'all done anything like that? Poor life
Yeah.
decisions made
Dude,
under.
that was like the first episode with David.
I don't fucking know. Okay.
David jumped off that train.
Do y'all have a list?
Or
Do
semi.
y'all have a list of ones y'all have done before? I'm on the spot here.
I do have a list. Wait, can't we just look at the title of the fucking YouTube channels? Are they always there?
You look at the description.
I gotta find our YouTube channel first. It's harder than it sounds.
It's not
One
quite.
would think you would have it bookmarked somewhere.
You would think, wouldn't you?
Canada's different, dude.
Yeah, they don't have bookmarks.
YouTube.com/.
They use real life bookmarks.
Post-it notes?
Oh no, I can just go to youtube.com and click on myself. Your channel.
Wow.
Dot.
The future is now, baby.
Oh no, we don't put those in the. Okay, hang on. We don't put those in the title at all.
You should probably change that.
We did
Yeah.
fashion decisions. We did online purchase decisions, social media decisions, sporting decisions, work. Those are all the ones I made thumbnails for it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm so lazy.
It's quite all right. It literally took me 5 seconds, and it's really not much effort. So
Well, anyone else have ideas? I got
dog.
nothing.
I
Yeah,
think
poor hot dog decisions.
Poor hot dog decision.
Dude, David has some really good hot dog decisions.
I believe that.
Pour malt vinegar all over them.
Fucking stick them up your butt.
I saved that for the shower hose. Poor showering decisions. I've waffle stomped a turd down my drain.
No
Oh,
way.
God.
You
What about-
fucking waffle stomped one?
I
I-
believe you would do that.
I remember when
Once. I was like, is that a
you-
turd? How did a turd get in my shower?
Savage.
But I knew how the turd got in there.
Remember when that bottle
Yeah.
clogged?
I told that one. Yeah. Don't drop Mountain Dew bottles down pipes on your roof. Otherwise, shit will come out of your shower and sink.
Did you like poor
Disgusting.
childhood decisions?
Yeah, I was thinking like poor discovery decisions. Like when you're a kid and you're curious about something. Because I can think of a few things that I did as a kid, like make homemade explosives and shit like that. That I think would probably most people can relate in doing something dumb that was dangerous, could have hurt them, maybe did hurt them, made them forever.
Dude,
Dog.
yeah, I got one for that.
Okay.
Poor childhood decisions.
Let's do it. Poor childhood decisions. It is.
I'm sure I'll think of something.
Dude. Yeah. You can do it, dude.
My whole childhood was.
One poor decision.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it started when I was born.
Well,
much.
I got a story for that one.
Wow. Let's save them for then.
Yes.
Wow. Do it.
Hot
Good
dog.
job, everyone. You're all internet superstars, podcast
Subscribe.
legends, and
Sign
The
up for
average-
alerts.
I've heard the science says that the average wiener size in this room, huge.
Wrong. Check
Huge.
again.
Huge. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Night.
I'm George Clooney. With me always is Chris O'Donnell as Robin.
Shut up.
Okay. Good night.
Bye.